board yet?
Yep.
Alright, so when you get into your forms, you just got to make sure that you don't just start making textures, you don't start making anything skinnier, you don't take away size, you just want to bring in forms into the works that are already there. So let's just say you're going to make something up right here. So I can just take this tool right here, put the edge in, bring it down, and then start creating what my form's going to be. Let's say it's going to be a little teardrop shape like this. I want to go as thick as I possibly can. Pull out the clay. Notice I'm not taking this and making the whole thing smaller or skinnier. I'm just doing a groove. This is a groove or a line. This is what's on the grading criteria, is what you cannot do, and you will get marked off if you have this. But it is what you start with when you start your detailing. Once you get the groove, you then round them out like this. And let's say I'm going to make a smaller form inside of this form, and I round that. This is like, look at this little teardrop shape right here, all right? You don't want any sharp edges though. This all has to be very rounded everywhere. And then rounded this way too. Alright, so this is something that a lot of people have a hard time with, is the fact that, well, first off, I just want to say you've got to round it both ways. But look at all this clay here, tons of thickness, okay? Don't keep everything on the surface to where the surface already is. I mean, I could come in here. Now, you're not supposed to make it skinnier, so I'm going to come in and then I'm going to come back out again. I just don't want to take all of it off, because all I'm doing is just making the whole thing more narrow. I want to come in and then come back out again. That shows a little bit more movement, shows it a little bit more dynamic, more exciting. And I'm using the thickness of the clay, using it to my advantage. As you notice, a lot of clay is falling off now. This is going to go into the dry clay bin. Keep track of it so it doesn't go on the floor. And you keep detailing, coming around all the forms. So you see there's these two like little hoof things, little forms coming out here that I've created, and you're just going to go around your sculpture. This maybe is going to come back and forth right there and come out. Round this out, and I can start breaking this part up into more forms, breaking this into forms. Look at this, there's already these pinch marks right here. I could just use these as inspiration and start going around this and making this bulge, maybe this part here. You can't do scratches though or anything else like that. You know, you have to like look at everywhere. This is all ripe for doing little tiny forms like this everywhere, all right? Of course, eventually these are going to have to be smooth, polished. And you always want, if you can go deeper into the recess right here, you continually go back and dig that out so it looks more dramatic. That's like a caving in right there. That's important. Constantly go back into that recess. Continue smoothing that out. I think that's, yeah, is that thing in there? Alright, let's stop it there.